Welcome back. This is part 4 and the final part of the bubble sort series. In the previous video, we saw how a conditional loop can be used to stop the algorithm from unnecessary iterations. In this video, we will continue exploring bubble sort and see how the algorithm can be improved further. So let's dive in. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Study with Ness. Here is the algorithm we designed in the previous part. Let's change our array a bit by placing 100 at index 1 and do the same in our trace table. Swapped is assigned with false and for starts at index 1 comparing 100 with 50. The condition becomes true, the swapping sequence executes and swap changes to true. This process keeps going until I does not become greater than 4, as we have already seen it a couple of times. So let's quickly go over the process. In the second iteration of repeat, swap changes back to false, and again for keeps going until I does not become greater than 4. In the third iteration, swap changes back to false, and at this stage we can see that our array is already sorted. At this point, I would like you to focus on the first iteration of repeat. We can see here that 100 was the greatest out of all the values, which kept on moving till the last index, giving us a sense of understanding that the greatest value is picked no matter where it is in the array and placed right at the end. Similarly, in the second iteration of repeat, 90 being the second greatest has been placed in the second last position. Same would happen to the third greatest, and so on. What we have learned here can be used in our algorithm to make it work more efficiently. Let's create a variable max that would hold the index value till where we have to run the inner loop. As we know that our array consists of 5 values, we need to have one less than that in max, which would give us 4. As we know that value at index 4 would be compared with the one ahead. Here we will learn a new function length. Length gives how many characters or values there are in a data structure, such as a variable or an array. In our case, length will tell us how many items there are in the array, which would be 5. And instead of assigning max with 5 minus 1, which is a hard code, we can use length to make it more dynamic in case the length of array changes. In the end of repeat, keep reducing max by 1 each time repeat iterates. Now we will use max in our for as well for the same reason. Now let's run this algorithm and see how this change affects the result. Writing down the initial values of max in the trace table, swapped is set to false, I starts from 1, the condition becomes true, the swapping sequence executes, and swapped is changed to true. The loop keeps running until the value of I does not become greater than max, which is 4. When for stops, max is reduced by 1, and the condition in until is checked, which would become not true, and repeat runs again. Swapped gets reset to false, for start at 1. The condition becomes true, the swapping sequence executes, and swapped gets changed by true. This process keeps going until I does not become greater than max, which is 3 now. When I reaches 4, 4 stops and the item in index 5 never gets compared. As we already know, in the first iteration of repeat, the greatest value was moved to the last index. Hence, there is no need of comparison. Max gets reduced by 1 again, and repeat runs one more time as the condition in until is not true. Sort gets reset to false, for starts at 1, and keeps running until I becomes greater than max, which is 2 now. Here we can see that for only iterates 2 times, as we already know that there is no need to compare the value at index 3. The condition in until becomes true this time, and the algorithm stops, giving us a sorted array. If you look at the trace table, each time the outer loop repeat runs, 4 is reduced by one iteration, making our algorithm more efficient. And that is the end of fourth part of bubble sort. I hope you found this series interesting and it helped in understanding bubble sort. If it did, show your support by liking the video and by recommending the channel to your friends. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section. That's all for now. Peace out.